Good evening to all of you. Welcome to Legal Matters by Sai Babu Sankara. This video is for the final year students who are now reading or studying law, that is Contempt of the Courts Act. Friends, we are now going to discuss a few cases relating to contempt of the court. Please remember, the public, the judges and the advocates can be punished for contempt of the court. Right. So the first case, J.R. Parashar versus Prashant Bhushan, 2001. In this case, what happened is the advocates boycotted the courts. It's okay, fine. Nobody will object. If you boycott the courts, we can't do anything. Only thing is the cases will be adjourned. That's all. But what happened is they have obstructed the judicial staff entering the court premises. They obstructed the police staff in carrying the CD files to the court because on that day some bail petitions, anticipatory bail petitions were there. So the police staff, they have been obstructed by the boycotting advocates. The judicial staff, they have been, exception is only the judges, they were allowed into the court. So here in this case, already you know that in the case of Harish K. Uppal, ex-captain Harish K. Uppal versus Union of India, it is clearly stated that the advocates should not go on strike. So going on strike is definitely, it is unethical. It leads to action under section 35 of the Advocates Act. That's a different part. Here, as far as contempt is concerned, please remember, holding dharna may not amount to contempt, but by holding access of the court staff, that means you are not allowing the court staff and the police with free ingress, and as the proceedings are disrupted, the court can take action, contempt action. This is one case. Second, contempt by judges, abusing a lawyer by a judge. This is another case. Mohd Shafi, advocate versus Chaudhary Khadar Baksh. Chaudhary Khadar Baksh, 1949. It happened way back in 1949. So please remember, this is all relating to an order. Actually, the Chief Judicial Magistrate has given an order, sub-judge has given an order. So Mohd Shafi is an advocate. So he pleaded before the judge, that is Khadar Baksh, that his client obtained an ad interim injunction order from the sub-judge court. See, remember this Allah Baksh or Khadar Baksh is a first-class magistrate. The advocate stated that there is an ad interim injunction given by the higher court, that is sub-judge court. So immediately, the first-class magistrate, at the time he was JFCM Lahore, he lost his temper and said, this is a foolish order passed by a foolish judge and filed by a foolish lawyer. From where you have come? You people, where did you come from? Right? You have committed a crime for which you could be sent behind bars. So please remember, the magistrate wanted to teach him a lesson, to teach this advocate Mohd Shafi a lesson. And he also said, you know that you are playing with fire, just like that Brahmananda dialogue. Fire finds like that, he will, he has said. So this is taken as a serious contempt by the magistrate. Yes, that's why I told you, magistrates should actually exhibit the so-called magnanimity. They should not lose their temper. So if you think that is a foolish order, if you think not a correct order, yes, you can reject it or you cannot accept it. That's all. Why should you lose your tongue? So this is a contempt case by judges. Third one. So this is related to Kalyan Singh, the then Chief Minister of Uttar Pradesh. Mohd Aslam versus Union of India 1995. So here, actually, UP CM, the then CM, Mr. Kalyan Singh, he has given an undertaking to the court to protect the Babri Masjid. So you may be knowing, on 6th December 1991, I believe. So due to the willful breach of the undertaking, the total masjid was demolished Karsevaks, of course, luckily now Ram Mandir has been built. Anyway, we don't want to discuss more about that. Here, UP CM Kalyan Singh, he has breached the undertaking given by the court. So this is a civil contempt. So according to section 12 of the Contempt of the Court Act, UPCM, Mr. Kalyan Singh was given a token imprisonment of 1 day and fine of rupees 1000. So friends, remember, these are important cases related to the contents of the Court Act. I hope you understood that. So civil disobedience, it amounts to contempt. So criminal abuse of the court or interest of the proceedings of the court or losing your tongue, maybe in writing or maybe oral, definitely it amounts to contempt of the court and you will be taken to task. Please remember that. So these three cases are important. With this, I am closing this video. Thank you very much.